Hey there, folks. Welcome to day 76 of my year of solo board gaming, which has been described by pretty much just me as ill-advised and stupid, although some people might be feeling the same way. We're in the middle of Future is Week Bleak. That means we're playing games with an apocalyptic or dystopian or just simply about time travel feel to them. And so far, the games have been a bit of a clunker. However, this is a game I particularly enjoy. We're going to be playing 51st State, the Master Set Edition. We're going to be playing this the solo vanilla rules. The vanilla solo rules in the game, which deal with the virtual player. I know that there is a Borga automata on the Board Game Geek, as well as I think it's a Molokai, I think that's the name of it, Moloch variant that's going to be included in the Ultimate Edition. However, we're playing with the solo version, which is just a beat your own score game at its heart. But I enjoy it. It's not overly difficult. It is an easy thing, apparently, to beat. I did just run through this game once just to try to see if I could work the kinks out. I did make a number of errors, so I'm going to re-record this from scratch. We've got our 4 different factions here on the table. We're going to go ahead and pick one at random. Alexa, roll 1d6. It doesn't seem to want to respond. Okay, so we're going to just simply pull up a 4-sided dice here instead. On my little special die app. I do like this one. It's made, let's get rid of that. Add a D4. We'll get rid of these other ones. And we'll go ahead and roll, and we got 1. So we're going to go ahead and go with this. We're going to get rid of this die. And we're going to go ahead and add a D6. So we'll add a classic D. And that'll help with the Automata's dice. But for now, we're going to play as the Merchant Skeleton. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. Let's put these up here. And to start the game, when you're doing the setup, you're going to take 6 cards to start. That's going to be your starting hand. And you're going to take a look at all 6 of them, and you're going to choose 4 and get rid of the other 2. In this case, we've got, let's see, Negotiator, which is an action. We got Rubble, which is a feature. Production, Lemmy Storage, Underground Warehouse, and Brick Storage. So I feel like this is going to be definitely one of the ones we want to keep. We want to keep the courthouse. Bricks are really useful. We're going to have a lot of raised locations, so it's going to be helpful to have those bricks to come into play. And I think we want the brick storage here as well as a result. And I've never understood the bullets thing. I feel like the bullets are supposed to be some sort of wild card, but I never found anything in the instructions that talked about them as wild cards, which is unfortunate because you kind of want the bullets to be something. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, they are not. Oh yeah, it can be used in any of in place of any of the 4 basic resources. Oh, good to know. Okay. So yeah, we'll keep Lemmy. We'll keep Lemmy, and we'll get rid of these other ones. So those will be our discards. So now we're going to go ahead, and that'll be our starting hand. We'll put those right there. Now to start each round, to go ahead and do each round, we're going to deal out 4 cards. We're going to take a look at the 4 cards. We're going to pick one for ourselves. We'll randomly pick another one for the virtual player. We'll pick one for ourselves, and then the virtual player will get 2 more. Let's see, this is going to be an open docs one. We're going to get a lot of, I think, we're going to have some really good abilities to get deals going, and I kind of want to get some cards for that. I also kind of want to keep the virtual player away from getting actions. Let's take this bioweaponry because I think this might be a good location to actually have. So now we're going to roll this. It's going to take the docs. We're going to try to keep these production, feature, and action, so we keep those in mind for raising. Let's see, which one do we want? I think we want to take this one and let it keep this. So that'll be a feature. Put that one right there. All right, so now we're going to reveal the connections cards. So we can either go for 2 blues or 2 reds. Let's go ahead and get our production going. Our first production, very first round, are 3 of these dudes. We're gonna get 1 gas, 1 gray token, and 1 more card. And we got a boiler room open production of 2 cards. Good to know. All right, so what can we do here? So we can send 2 people to go get a connection card, and we kind of want to do that. And the question is, do we want to get some punks? It's going to be difficult, I think, to get the red as quick as we want to. So I think we're going to go for merchants and try to make a deal on this first one. So that'll give us 2 of these blues. Now it will take the other one and go ahead and get some leeway already. So it's going to jump ahead already. We're going to give it the red one here. It gets 2 VP for every connection card it gets, which means that no matter what, if this game is over in 14 rounds, I think that's the minimum. 13 rounds. In practicality, it's much quicker than that. So next thing that we want to do is I think we want to exchange this for some more goods. We can exchange one of those to get 3 deal tokens. And now it's going to attack. Now technically it can't attack anything. We have nothing for it to attack, but it will flip over a card just in case. Now the reason this is important is because even though it has nothing to attack, I can still try to raise its locations, I can still do open production, I could send somebody over there to go get that gear, for example, which might be actually a really good idea, because then that way I will be able to not do jack. Okay, so never mind, I'm not going to do that. So now I want to take a look at what I can do as far as deals go. I do want to build this underground warehouse. That is definitely going to be what I'm going to use this 1 token for, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to go ahead and cut a deal with Lemmy's Storage. I'm going to use 2 tokens for this. I'm going to cut a deal. That's going to give me bullets. You get the product of your deal right away, plus that will help you with your production each round. It will now draw another one. It has nothing to compare to, so it's still not going to attack. We can now use that as... Oh, and I forgot to do one more thing. So when you use one of your actions here, you are supposed to leave the resources here so that you know that you used it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that bullet resource that I just got to gain 2 attack. Which is really not going to do me much good at all. So might not be the best idea. Oh no, actually I do want to do that. I see what I want to use that for. So it's going to attack again. It's going to get, again, we have nothing for it to attack. Now, I can still attack on this turn, but I can't attack on the next turn. I can still also send somebody over there to get a single gear thingy, but, you know, that's no good. So we're going to use that to go ahead and build this location. This will be a feature, so it'll go right here. We may now store up to 3 things there, so that'll be a plus. And now at this point, the virtual player is done. It's passing on all its future things. It can't interact with us. We can't interact with it. We are going to go ahead and I think we're going to raise the production manager here. We're going to actually use our own red tokens for that. We're going to get 2 cards out of it. We're going to get everything on the spoils token. And then we're also going to get a bullet. And then that gets thrown away. All right, we have a bullet, so we can use that. We can also make a deal. Kind of feel like the brick storage might be really useful, but I kind of want to do... Definitely want to keep this around. This is going to be really helpful. But for now, I'm not going to get much else out of it. That would be really helpful as well. I think the arena is probably going to be the thing. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the arena. I think I actually kind of want a gun each round to come up, just to give me a little bit of variety in what I go for. And this is going to be a pain in the butt to get under. Sorry. Okay, so that's going to be a gun that I get immediately. And how many, I forgot to take out how many ever resources that was. That was brilliant. So that's 2. So I lose 2 resources. And I don't I think the only thing that I can do for one is just this brick storage, which I kind of want to keep it. You know what? We're going to go ahead and use it as brick storage. We're going to do our deal for the last one. We're going to get a brick out of this, and we'll go ahead and store all of these here. We can store up to 3, so yay. And now that's the end of our turn. We say goodbye to that person there who unfortunately did not do anything to help us out. We could have sent them over to the docks to get 1 item, but that would have given our opponent something to work with. We'll go ahead and get rid of this as part of the cleanup. Those stay there. Our cards stay in our hand. And now we're ready to start the second round. So we'll deal out 4 more cards. We've got the creepy ones. All right. So it's all production. So that's not going to make too much of a difference. I want this one. I want to be able to build things. 6, it's going to get the school, so that'll be put over here. Let's go ahead and take this one. And we'll get this as well. Plus it gets 1 more card. So it is now up to 3. I don't think I remembered to give it another card at the end of the first round. So we're going to go ahead and fix that now. So now it's got an excavator. Because I don't think we were able to destroy one. All right, so now we do our production. Our production is going to include any production location, which unfortunately we don't have any right now. But we do get anything that is listed here. We get a bullet, and we get everything off our warehouse. We'll now go ahead and get everything listed here under our production, our faction production. So 3 people. We get a gas tank, we get 1 green, and 1 more card. Now, we're going to reveal the connection cards. We got 2 there. 2 there. Now, at this point, we can start going for some locations. And I think that that would probably be a good idea because we don't want to let our opponent keep all of them. So we're going to go ahead and send 2 people off to get these, get the punks this time, which we trade instantly for 2 of those. It takes the other one, which it instantly turns into 2 VP. We'll now go ahead and trade this for 2 VP as well, or 2 of these as well. We can now attack a feature if we want. We can't attack a location yet, but we can attack a feature. And I should have kept this in here to show that I've already used that particular ability. Now reveals a location. It does not match either location here, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and use these 4. Actually, we'll use these 3 because I might be able to use 1 for ruining out of my own hand. What we want is, I think, this one that gives us the spoils. So we'll do those 2 bricks. We'll get 1 victory point. We're finally on the board. And unlike my locations, if they get ruined, we turn them over. We don't do that with ours. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. All right, this matches a location, so it succeeds in destroying our underground warehouse. We no longer have any features left. It discards these. It gains 2 points for the victory. And now we're kind of screwed. We don't have anything to work with. However, because these are ruins, we can now build over them. We can still interact technically with anything here if we want. We're not going to, but we still have one of these. So I think we're going to start going through our hand as bit by bit. We're going to go ahead and raise that to get 2 more people. So we can exchange people for resources, which is nice. We're going to build. Yeah, we're definitely going to build this one. We're going to build as an action the bioweaponry. That's going to take. We still need 2 resources, don't we? Or 2 more. 2 building blocks. We can do the feature, actually. Yeah, we want to build this. We want to build the construction vehicles for 1. We'll get as a building bonus 1 back, which is nice. Kind of need gears, unfortunately, but we're not going to get any. Can't build that yet. We can rebuild this feature. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll use the brick to rebuild the feature. We're going to get 1 VP for rebuilding. Now every time that we make a deal, we'll go ahead and get 1 of those. We're going to go ahead and trade in our tank of gas for some dealing things, for some blue connection tokens. We'll go ahead and... Oh, one thing I forgot. We can use these as anything. So these can be gears. We'll use both of those, and we'll go ahead. Again, got to put these here to get these 2 so we can build. Now we can build. Let's go ahead and build bioweaponry down here under action. So that'll use up 2 of these. We're going to go ahead and spend a person and a gun, and that gives us 2 resources. Or 2 stars, I mean. Let's see. We can use this to go out and get any resource. And the thing is, we got so many bricks, we don't really need... there's nothing else we're going to do with those. Probably should have taken out the murder as well, because that would have given us more stars. But for now, let's go ahead and send these 2 people off to go get some bricks, or resources. We get the action camp. We're going to go ahead and make a deal for the action camp, I think. Is that the right thing to do right now? I think it doesn't really matter what I do right now, because there's nothing else that's really going to help. Yeah, because I've done everything else, and I'd kind of like to get the red things going. So we're going to go ahead and make that as a deal. We get 1 red token, which we can't really do anything with, unfortunately. We'll slide that in there. We did get a person out of it. And I could have... Oh yeah, actually, if I'd done this, if I'd done the boiler room... No, we're gonna save the boiler room for actual production. So unfortunately, at the end of this, I have no place to put any of these, so they're all gonna go bye-bye. So cleanup phase, we lose all of these. These are gonna go into here. We're gonna lose that out of here. These are gonna go into their respective things, and we're done the turn. So now we're gonna start round 3, and we are currently 2 behind. All right. So what do we have? We have combat zone. Spend 1 person to gain 2 guns. A negotiator, spend 1 person and discard 1 of your deals to gain 2 stars. It's actually not a bad idea. Hangar gives you 1 gas and 1 bullet. And then gasoline tower, spend 1 gas to get 1 person. So I think I'm going to actually take the hangar, because I kind of feel like that's probably better for me overall now. And if it doesn't take the negotiator, then I'll take the negotiator. Fine, I took the gasoline tower. That's an action, so that'll go over here. I will go ahead and take the negotiator. It will take this and put it among its actions, and then I will take 1 more thing here, and we get a feature. So that's now there. Now we're going to reveal the cards. There's a junk train that gives 3 connections, punks that get 2. I kind of want to go for the deal instead of the... I think I need to go for the deal instead of the power. But let's do our production first. Production first is going to be... we're going to do our deals. So that's going to give us 1 red, 1 brick, 1 gun, 1 bullet. We're going to get 3 people. 1 tank, 1 gray, 1 more card, 1 more gun, or 1 more gray, I mean, for the construction vehicles. All right, now we're going to send 2 people off, and I think, how quickly can I turn it around to get, I can turn it around pretty quickly. Yeah. We'll take the punks to get 2 reds. It will take the other one to get 2 points. We'll exchange this for 2 reds. How a gun got in there. You will draw a card. All right, it'll match both the gun and the arrow. And at that point, you look at the distance involved. This is 2, this is 1. It goes ahead and destroys this. These are now ruins. So thanks for that. Now, it's still technically the round, or the turn, I mean, so I can still interact with this dude. So I'm going to use all 5 of these. Actually, I'm going to use 3 of them so I can destroy one of my own things. No, actually, I take that back. I'm just completely full of crap. I'm going to use 4 of these. I'm going to blow up the Murderer's Pub so that I get 2 out of that, plus I get a gun. So say goodbye to that location. All right, let's take a look at what we got. We got Slave Hunters, which is really just a very tasteless card. Thanks for that. Negotiator, we got the production thing here. We've got 2 grays right now that we can do something with. We also have the brick. The brick will allow us to actually... Yeah, let's do this. Let's use the brick to replace the ruins. Now, because they don't match in type, it doesn't matter because they're ruins. We're going to get rid of that. And then we're also going to get a VP point out of that. We're going to then turn this in. We're going to get 3 bricks. Again, got to keep that over here. We will do we'll do the production here. Spend these 2 to get 2 of these guys. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and do this. We'll use these 2 to get a gear, and we'll use the gear and the bullets to build another location, and I think that will be... I think we're going to go courthouse, so we get that. And now, what are we down to? We're down to 3 of these. So we'll go ahead and use these 3, or these 2, sorry, to go ahead and turn the Slave Hunters into a deal, which is, again, very tasteless. We get a person out of that, and we can take these 2 people, get a card out of that, and we get Shadow. Which would be great if we could actually do something with that, but unfortunately we're down to 1 gun and 1... Oh, and each time you make a deal, you gain 1 person, so we have a person. Can't really do anything else, so we're going to use this to get 1 more star, and we are now caught up at least. But it doesn't look like we can do anything else. Did I remember to get the production bonus? I don't think I remember to get the building bonus out of that boiler room. And I can't remember if I did or not, and I'd rather not take the chances I messed up. Yeah, I think I have to just basically say that is the end of my turn, and hopefully I did not make a huge mistake there, but I still get to keep these cards, and we're going to start another turn, another round. So we take 4 more cards. This time we've got the Bronx Gang, as seen from the box. Abandoned Suburbs, the Scrap Trader, and the School again. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to take the Abandoned Suburbs because we might be able to use that really well. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. It gets the Bronx Gang, which is kind of a bummer. I was kind of thinking about taking that one. We're going to go ahead and take, I think, the Scrap Trader, maybe? Yeah, we're going to take the Scrap Trader. It's going to get the School as part of its production bonus. Just go ahead and give that one. It's going to get 1 more card. It's got a feature, Ganger's Dive. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and flip these cards over here. Merchants are up for 2. Punks are up for 2. Now we're going to do our production. We're going to get a lot this time. We're going to get 1 red, 1 brick, 1 gun, 1 bullet, 3 more people, 1 gas. Oh, and we forgot to get rid of all these, didn't we? One gas, one green, one gray. I mean, one card. We're going to get one more gray for that. Two more people. One more bullet and one more brick. So we got a lot this time around. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to send two people off. We're going to go get the punks to help us with destroying the virtual enemy. It's going to take the merchants to get up by 2. We're going to go ahead and use the gun right away to get 2 more blues. 2 more reds, I mean, 2 more reds. We're going to draw a card. It's probably going to raise something. It's definitely going to raise something. The eligible cards are 1, 2, and 3. Now, it ties as far as distance go. Now we start going into the tiebreaker rounds under the solo, which is insane. Unused actions. None of them have unused actions. Used actions. None. Features, then productions. So it's going to go for the feature first. So it destroys the feature. It gains 2 for that. And this is the last time I can interact with it. Now I can interact. I can take out the Bronx Gang, which would be nice. I'd get some stuff out of that. I think I want to... Could go for the Ganger's Dive. That's going to be a total of 2. A net gain of 2. I think that's what I'm going to do, because then that way I can still destroy something in my own house. So we're going to use 4 of these to destroy Ganger's Dive, which is a feature, so it takes 4 to destroy. And we're going to get 2 of these back as part of the spoils. And I forgot to get the... I think I forgot to keep forgetting to take the spoils. So technically I get 1 spoil out of this. I get the person at the bottom. I've probably been forgetting to do that, so I definitely should mess that up. It's my bad. But now its turn is over. It's not going to do anything else. It can't interact with me anymore, so now it's just me. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trade in 1 gas tank for 3 of these to boost up what I need. I'm going to go ahead and do a deal with the scrap trader. I think I'm going to do the deal with the rifle. I think I'm actually going to destroy the rifle. I'm going to destroy the rifle so I can get 2 cards. I'm going to hold off on the deal with the scrap trader for the moment. I think that's my best bet. So we're going to get rid of that. That's raised. We take 2 cards as our spoils. We now have this. Because we have bricks galore, we can go ahead and put that feature in. I get 2 VP as the building bonus, plus 1 VP for developing a spot. So that's a huge plus. Preacher of the New Era is interesting, but what I think I want to do is I want to do a deal. I want to get 1 more blue, and I don't think I can. So I think I want to use these to get 2 grays. I want to build this action. So that'll use these 3. I want to send 2 people off to go get 2 bricks. Use 2 bricks to get 2 stars, and now jump ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use that to get 1 more star. I'm going to make a deal. I think I make a deal with this dude. I'll get 2. Yeah, I'll get this right away. Give those up. I'm going to raise this last one just to burn through a card. I'm going to get 2 gears. And I'm going to get 1 more card out of this. And there's not much else I can do. I can't do anything else with the gray. I've got these 2 reds, these 2 here, these 3 here. I may as well go and send these 2 off to go get a card. There we go, we got that. And then I think I could do open production, but I don't think there's anything that I want that much of to get. I think at this point I'm kind of done with production. So I'm going to lose these. That's all just part of the game. I'm going to take clear all this off. So I'm doing this properly, and you guys can stop yelling at me. Don't be mean to a guy with a big bad bald spot on his head. These are, I forgot that I had all these cards over here. Oh, that was stupid. That was very stupid of me. Those will go over there, where I will try to remember that I actually have them this time. And we got another turn. All right, so we got that nasty looking dude. We got an old cinema. We got a wrecked tank and a pub. And I think what I want to do is I want to take the old cinema. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to take this, which means it's going to add that to the feature area, which is right here. I'm going to take the wrecked tank. It's going to take the pub. And it's going to get one more card after that. It's going to get a labor camp, which is a lovely thought. It's going to go right there. We're now going to do production. I'm going to get, let's see, we're going to do this in order. 1 star. Or sorry, one red arrow, 1 person, 1 red arrow, 1 brick, 1 red gun, 1 bullets. Not missing any. I don't think I feel like I'm actually like overlapping a little too much there, but nope, that's right. Let's see, we're then going to get 3 more people for our regular production. We're going to have 1 gas tank, 1 gray arrow, 1 card, 1 more gray arrow, 2 more people, 1 more brick, and 1 more piece. We'll then flip over the connection cards. There's a blue. All right, so that's going to take a little moment. Yep, we're going to go thugs. Send 2 people out. We're also going to use a brick, or use a, not a brick, a gun, and we're going to get 3 of these right away. It's going to take the other one. And it's going to go up 2. Nope, that's not me. This is him. So there we go. That's her. We're going to go ahead and actually use this to get 2 more reds. It's going to try to attack, and it manages to hit, unfortunately, on the gasoline cultist. So that is now in ruins. So I'm only going to get 1 turn to attack something, which is unfortunate. I had been hoping to attack multiple turns, but I'm going to go for this feature right here. So that's going to be 4 of these reds to take out the feature. And I can't attack after this because it will no longer be interactable, but now I'm up to 16 and I get another card out of it. All right, and now I can just do my turn the way that I want to do my turn. So let's start with features. Yeah, we're going to go, I need a gas can. Did I not get one? Sorry, I need a gear can. So I think what I need to do first, I'm going to use this to go for 3 of the deal tokens. I'm going to go ahead and make a deal with this dude. We're going to get bullets out of it. I'm going to use these 2 bullets to get some building things on. We're going to go ahead and build the old cinema for 1. We're going to get 1 star out of that. We're going to go ahead and build the wrecked tank for 2 more. That's going to give us a total of 3, which will put us all the way to 20. We're going to go ahead and spend the 2 bricks to gain 2 more actions. Did I remember to get rid of the... I don't think I did. I think I forgot to give those up when I did the deal, which is unfortunate. We are going to destroy the refinery. We're going to get 2 out of that. And 1 gas station. 1 gas tank, I mean. And I think we're almost at the point where we can go ahead and be done. Except not quite. So I can't do that. Oh, that may be activated twice. So yeah, I think I am done. So I'm going to use this to raise the brick village. That'll get me 2 of these bricks. I will use these 2 bricks to go ahead and get 2 more points. That'll push me up to there. Now the last thing I should do is I'm going to send 2 people out to go get a card. And hopefully it will be an action, a good action. It is not. But we'll go ahead and... Oh, that was kind of stupid. I shouldn't have gone for the card. But I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. We're going to go ahead and use these last 2 to get a brick. You'll notice for the people, I'm not putting them over here because you can do it as many times as you want. For the brick, I'm going to go ahead and redeploy. It doesn't really matter. I'll do this. And unfortunately, I don't have anything left to really work with. Yeah, but that's it. So that pushes me past 25. That means at the end of this action round, we are done. So we complete our action round as normal, and we don't have to really do anything there. We're going to get rid of these folks over here. Did I remember to get my... I don't think I did. We get rid of these. We get rid of all these. We get rid of all these because we're clearing everything off. And now we go ahead and claim points. Now it got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 locations. So it goes from 14 all the way up to 25, which is still not enough to catch me, fortunately. And I have 8 locations. So I'm going to go to 26 to 34. Now that is not a great score overall. 34 gives you Survivor Plus. But what I will say is I won because I kind of decided to just end the game. I had enough stars, cards that would give me stars to sort of push me over the edge. I could have taken that much slower and then just like literally just built up a whole bunch of cards that I could then just play. Obviously the big limit is how many cards can you get for dealings and for raising and for building. You know, you can hold off on building in this solo variant until you can just do deals until the cows come home. And as long as you have no locations, it can't hit you. So this entire deal structure here can just become this big wealth of resources for you to then roll into the last round. And the biggest problem is trying to actually get cards that can give you things. So, you know, you can probably raise a whole lot to get these grays, but the grays are somewhat difficult to get. But that's neither here nor there. We have gone ahead and won our first game of 51st State. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao, everybody.